Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Today, I'm going to go over putting a vanity in and also hooking up the water supplies and, most importantly, the drain. First thing you want to do when you get your vanity is, of course, measure to make sure that the drain and water supplies that you have on your wall fit in the hole on the back of the vanity. I suggest doing that before you even buy the vanity to make sure it's right. Then we remove all the bulky pieces, including the plywood and the styrofoam, out of the vanity box. But we decided to leave the vanity mostly in the box to protect the vanity, and also kind of made it easier to shimmy it into place. Then once we got it most of the way in there, we cut out the box pieces and just kind of threw them away. And eventually we shuffle off all the outer box pieces and we put the vanity in there, and it fit in perfect. Once the vanity is in place, a pretty common problem is that the P-trap on the drain won't fit because of this middle shelf here. So I had to cut a hole in that middle shelf. I initially used an oscillating multi-tool, which works, but it goes through those blades pretty quickly. So I switched to a jigsaw with a scroll blade, which worked 100 times better. A friend once told me, if a certain task is too difficult, it probably means you're not using the right tool. I felt comfortable using shark bite valves, these push-to-fit valves, for the hot and cold supply. Since they're easily accessible, I probably wouldn't have used them if they were in the wall, but if there's ever an issue or a leak, I'll see it right away and it'll be relatively easy to replace. The drain was a totally different story. Whoever did this work before me glued in the entire wall tube all the way to the part where it curves downward. That also means that that tightening nut is permanently set in there too. I tried to attach the P-trap to it, but the whole P-trap was too long and went past the sink drain tailpiece. And when this happens, usually the solution is to take off the wall tube, cut it a little shorter, then put it back on, which of course I couldn't do because the whole thing was glued in. I also couldn't cut the whole wall tube off because the connection would have been too far back in the wall. The solution I came up with was to just cut off the wall pipe, leaving a reasonable amount of pipe to connect to, then use a Fernco fitting that clamps at both ends. These fittings are very strong, they can be used inside the wall, and they last for a very, very long time. I actually uncovered one from who knows how many decades ago inside my wall during a different phase of this bathroom remodel. It was still fully functional and watertight. So everything's finished. I checked for leaks and there were none. Thanks for watching, everyone. This overall bathroom remodel project is finally nearing an end. Feel free to check out some of my many other videos about the different trials I've encountered during this late 1940s bathroom remodel. Please like and subscribe if you got any value out of this.